Hello guys, good morning. In this video tutorial, let us learn how to use a sensor to read the data. In the last class, we had learnt how to write a program to Arduino board, how to dump the code to Arduino board, and we did turn on off the LED and a buzzer. In this class, let us learn how to use a sensor. So, in this example, I have used a soil moisture sensor. This sensor helps us to read the moisture level of the soil. So this sensor has 4 pins. Hope you can see. It has A0, which stands for analog output, D0, which means digital output, ground, and VCC. In this example, I won't use D0, just I will use A0, ground, and VCC. Let us connect it to board. So I will connect A0 to analog A0 of Arduino Uno. This one, hope you can see the analog A0. Okay, and then ground to ground, and VCC to 3.3 or 5 volt. You can connect it to anyone. So this is our simple connection. Okay, so let me connect the board to my laptop and write few lines code. So make sure the sensor's light is turned on. If connection is successful, then only we get to see LEDs of the sensor being turned on. Okay. Now open Arduino IDE. So it has setup and loop functions. Setup is meant for initialization and loop for doing the task repeatedly. In setup, I will choose the pin mode. I have used A0 as the input. Fine. I need to read the data from A0. That's why let us declare a variable int value is equal to, this time instead of digital read, let us use analog read. The pin number is A0. Okay, so to display this value, that is the value being read from the sensor, we have one facility called serial monitoring. So here with the help of serial monitor window, we can view the data being read from the sensor. To work with serial monitor, you need to initialize it by writing this statement. In the setup only I will write serial dot begin, and within begin you have to mention the baud rate. Baud rate is nothing but the frequency of the board. Since I am using Arduino Uno, 9600 is the baud rate of Uno board. That's why I have used 9600 in the begin function. What it does, it enables communication between my program and serial monitor. Okay, so after reading the value here, I want to display on the serial monitor. How to do that? Serial dot println followed by value. So what it does, it displays the value read from sensor on the serial monitor window. Let me introduce some delay like 1000, which stands for 1000 milliseconds. So this is my code. Okay, so let me execute this program. Once you get to see done uploading, yeah, it is done. Now to view the output, you need to select the rightmost on the top right corner, we have this serial monitor option. You need to select this one. Yes, yeah, here we should get our output. So nothing is displayed. See in the bottom section, make sure the baud rate is 9. By default it is 115200. Please change it to 9600. Okay, hope you can see the value 666 being displayed. That is the moisture level, the default value being displayed. So let me check. I will insert this sensor into the soil collected in this container. There we should get the different values now. So I have immersed the sensor. Let me check the value. Hope you can see the different values there. So it is 364, 408, 373. Why it got changed? Here the soil is wet. That's why the value has been reduced. So the concept is the increased value indicates the dryness of the soil. The decreased value, the low value means the dryness is low. That is, the soil is wet. This is how it works. Further, we can improve this project like if the soil is dry, we can turn on some LED. If soil is wet, we can turn on different LED so that we can develop an application which is useful for farmer who gets to know whether soil is wet or dry, so that we can further improve this project as irrigation monitoring system, where this sensor is useful to know the status of the soil and take further action. See, now I have removed the sensor from the soil. I am getting the value 600 something. The reason, the dryness is more. Once again I will insert into the wet soil. Yeah, now it is changing to 300 something. So in this way, in IoT applications, we can use sensors based on our requirement. And with the help of sensor and its returned value, we can take a decision. So in next video, I will show you how to convert this project into an application which is useful for farmers. Thank you very much for watching this video.